Hello Virgo, and welcome to Soul Sundays. Virgo, it's a quick 3-card spread, one for your mind, body and soul for your week ahead. So let's get started. Universe and angels, messages and guides, my higher self, I call upon you now to give me a clear and accurate reading for the sign of Virgo. Please can I have 3 cards, one for their mind, body and soul. All right, my loves, how are you doing? Did you survive last week? Because this week's going to be a bit of a killer. I know I talked a lot about Jupiter having the swap into Capricorn from Sagittarius to Capricorn last week. But this week, I really want to focus on some other stuff that's important. So, currently as I'm doing this reading for you, the moon's in Aries, okay? And it's aligned with Chiron, who's known as the planet of the wounded healer, or the asteroid of the wounded healer, whichever way you want to look at it. What's important about this alignment is that it's dating back to July 16th or 17th, the full moon that was around at that point. Whatever happened for you during that time, July 16th or 17th, you've been going through for the past 6 months, okay? You've been trying to heal and cleanse, just one card please, for the last 6 months. So, you know, it's kind of like, it's been a long time coming, this energy, right? So Chiron, as I said, it's the wounded healer. It's allowing us to heal what we've been through. And for you in particular, this has been all about love, healing stuff when it comes to love, the people that you love. Finally, we get a card. And the structures that we've built up or told ourselves about love, okay? Now, Chiron's been retrograde since July 16th, so that's why we've been going back, revising, redoing. What's really interesting is that it goes direct on the 12th, and the 12th of December, the 12th of the 12th, is significant for a number of reasons. First of all, it's also the same day that we have a new moon in the sign of Gemini. So Gemini is ruled by Mercury. Mercury is the messenger of the zodiac. The messenger planet, I should say. And Gemini tends to be the sign of the zodiac that's all about wit, quick wit, intelligence, a little bit of arrogance sometimes, curiosity, enthusiasm, right? So if you've done the work, if for the past 6 months you've been working on releasing and letting go whatever happened at July 16th or 17th, then you should find this a pretty easy week. It's still going to be challenging, but you'll be more prepared for what's to come, okay? Could be quite a breakthrough in healing, like a light bulb moment where you're like, oh, I get it now. I understand why I did that, or why I said that, or why they did that, or why they said that, and I'm releasing it because it no longer serves me. This full moon in Gemini, what's really interesting about it is that it's aligned with the conjunction that's between Venus, Saturn, and Pluto that's in Capricorn. And the reason why that's important is because it's all about releasing and letting go things that are causing us frustration, dissatisfaction, okay? Particularly when it comes to love and romance. Maybe for some of you, you've gotten to a point where you need to let someone go that you're romantically involved with. Or maybe it's the flip side, you need to let someone in that you're romantically involved with. It could go either way, okay? It could be about releasing and letting go of a friend that's no longer serving you, that always drains your energy when you spend time with them, or a family member. It's to do with love though, particularly, and we're talking more romantic love, okay? The theme for you this year, Virgo, has all been about love, and I've been talking about that in all of your weekly videos and also your main video. But it's coming to this pinnacle point now, okay? You're needing to release certain structures, certain people, certain ways of thinking, and that's the card that you've drawn here. It's all about feeling a little bit of melancholy because you need to let them go. What's really fascinating about all of this is that if you needed any more symbolism, any more coincidences, right? Any more alignment, is that the 12th of the 12th is seen by many, particularly spiritual advisors, spiritual healers, Reiki masters, you name it, as a portal of enlightenment, okay? Now, what does that mean? For some of you, this won't apply, so, you know, listen to what you will. But it's all about leveling up from 5D ascension right up to 12D. And the ideology or the thought is that we're going to get these light codes that will come down from above that we channel. That's how I give you these messages. I channel into source. I channel into whatever it is that you believe in your religious belief, your higher power. I channel into my higher power, which channels into source that's able to give me these readings and be accurate. So the idea is that on the 12th of the 12th that we're going to be opened up. There's a gateway, a portal that will allow us to ascend, allow our vibration to rise up, okay? If you've been doing the spiritual work, if you've been doing the healing work, then this is an opportunity for you to rise up, to level up. But we can only do that when we release what no longer serves us. For those that follow my channel and been following for quite some time, I did a video recently on my own journey for the past 6 months, or it was 5 months in particular, about where I've been and what I've been preparing myself for, which is one of these moments. If you are spiritually inclined, if you're one of those guys or girls that is woke, you will be feeling this energy already. I'm already struggling to sleep. I'm feeling very lethargic. I'm doing a couple of readings at a time because it's just draining me to tap in. And that's because I know what's coming, okay? Finally, if you don't hold on to those beliefs, if you don't hold into this, the ascension, all of us coming together as one for the age of Aquarius, if that doesn't sit with you, then I want you to know it at its very basic form. It's about releasing and letting go people, frames, structures, workplaces, professional ties that no longer serve you, so you can actually level up and be the best version of you, okay? What's really interesting is this all happens in the series of 12. On the 12th of the 12th, Chiron goes direct. On the 12th of the 12th, we have the full moon in Gemini, literally at 12:12 a.m. for the guys in the Northern Hemisphere, in the US and the UK. Hello. And for us in India, in South Africa, in Australia, it's more around the afternoon. I think it's 1:12, 2:12 p.m., 3:12 p.m. It's in a matter of 12s. Can you believe that? It's a true thing. Don't believe me? Go Google it. So it's significant for a reason, okay? What does it mean for you? Well, you've pulled the card of the Four of Hearts of Depression. So I think you know, Virgo, in your heart of hearts, who you need to let go of. Now, this is going to be a different message for all of you, okay? This is your mental state where you're at for this week. For some of you, it could very well be that you mentally need to accept someone you love is just never going to love you back. Sorry, it's a harsh message, but it is what it is. For a lot of you, it's about needing to accept that what you thought of love, or your image, if that makes sense, because they're showing me a projector. I don't know why a projector, but the image that you're projecting out about love might not be aligned to who you are anymore. You've changed and grown so much and evolved, my dear beautiful Virgos, that it's almost like you need to find out who you are again before you can accept what love you deserve. And that couldn't be any more relevant, that the fact that you have the card of context. This was the one that took a long time when I was shuffling to come out. And at the beautiful throat chakra here, she has a dragonfly, the card or the animal totem of symbol transformation, the symbolism of transformation. So it's literally from releasing and letting go and shedding what no longer serves you and stepping into this beautiful, bright, new vibing energy. You know, I love whenever I do the Virgo readings, I always get a lot of earthy, beautiful, tangible trees, bits and pieces coming through. The colours, because that's you, Virgo. This is who you should be, connected to earth, connected to Mother Nature, just vibing really high. Now, your physical body message for this week is all about your diet, okay? For those that do hold the belief that this is a week of ascension and leveling up, the way to do that and to bring that energy in, if that's something that you're wanting to do to raise your frequency and your vibration, is through meditation. First of all, try and meditate as much as you can, but also through your diet and what you're putting into your body. It's really easy when we're feeling lethargic and tired like this, our eating habits will change, particularly around any period of ascension or leveling up or spiritual growth. You'll find that you're either not hungry or you're quite nauseous, or you could find that you're really super hungry and just wanting to eat anything that has sugar in it. We're talking, soda, Coca-Cola, soft drinks, even just stuff that you wouldn't normally eat, okay? You could be drawn to those. So I just want you to be mindful of that this week. If there's one thing that sticks in it that you can control in this whirlwind of energy that's coming through, it's what you're consuming, okay? Be very wary of how much you're consuming. I'm not the the chief police here. You're the person in control of your life, so you'll do whatever you want, right? I'm certainly not going to tell you not to eat that chocolate if all you've been thinking about all bloody weekend is the chocolate. Go have the bloody chocolate. But do you know what I mean? Like, if you find that it's like, oh, okay, I had pizza and then I ordered a burger and chips, and you'll be slowing down on making the process harder for you, okay? Card of context. Now, this is beautiful. I'm going to read to you a little passage from the book because I think it's important and will help you understanding or going through this emotion this week. For some of you, if you are coming to the realization that you need to let go of someone in your life, that's never an easy thing to do, and I will send you much love. But I want you to understand that there's no good or bad, right? We're all unified as one. Let me read to you from the book. There is no need to discriminate, separate, or label things as good or bad. What did I just say? That's crazy. We are one spirit, one life, one breath, living one eternal moment. Dividing life into categories brings suffering and creates imbalance. Ours is a never-ending story, full of new beginnings and adventures. Embrace it, live it, love it, be it, invent it, create it, believe it. Be joyful because of it, and above all, remember that you are it. So it's a bit wishy-washy, but what it's asking you to do, that's so weird. Just as I looked up at the camera, then it was 11:11. There you go, Virgos. It's a bit wishy-washy, but what it's asking you to do is understand that at the center of it all, we all are one. Even though sometimes it can be really hard to look at another person and think, how are you made of the same cloth? How are you going through the same things? But we're all connected, right? And the key thing from this is understanding that if you've overreacted in some way, if you've made a flyaway comment or been quite nasty to someone, it's important to view it in its context and not take it to heart. Equally, if you've been the one receiving it, okay? Often when people are mean or hurtful towards us, it's because that's what they're battling on their own, okay? And now that's really hard pill to swallow because we don't deserve that, especially if we're the ones working on evolving and growing as spiritual beings. But when someone's mean to you, when someone's rude to you at work, they're just nasty people, I think it's also important to remember where they're at and the suffering that they're going through, okay? Because it comes from a place of suffering. And you're not in that place, Virgo. Even though you have this card here, yes, of depression, of melancholy, that's only because you're leveling up. You're knowing that you need to let go of your old self to bring in the new self. And that's beautiful. Everything's in context, right? Everything has a rhythm, a rhyme, a place, a season. And it's important that you remember that this week. All right, my loves, it's a bit deep, I know, but the message is what it is. Just try and stay on top of that diet, okay? Try and give your body lots of soups if it's in the colder weather, lots of vegetables, curries even, whatever you can do that's got like heaps of green. And for those that are in the southern, salads, even like smoothies, that kind of thing, all right? I wish you all much love and light. If this video resonated, please hit the thumbs up and I'll be back with you next week. Take care.